grow in charge. Some of us can't even work together as a people of color. And then the way black men and black women treat each other, I'm going to air it out. It's like eating a piece of steak. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. So for me, veganism is not about fashion statement. It's not about being trendy. It's about a way of life of learning to come back to the beginning again, Sankofa, of compassion. And then she states, Miss Cyrus says that, she has brain fog. She can't remember her brain. I can tell you one thing. When I was in college, I used to smoke marijuana. And I do, forget things at times. Also, I'm not going to blame it on my age, 54. But I used to smoke marijuana for half my life when I was in college. And then also when I was in my 20s, 30s, and pretty much in my 40s, and drink alcohol. Even though at that point I was vegetarian, that I was not eating meat, but I was eating a lot of processed food. Like even when I was vegetarian, I was eating a lot of bread. I was eating a lot of cheese that had casein in it, which is animal, something related from getting milk. The casein comes from the animal, from the cow. So I was eating the soy cheese, a lot of soy. I was eating a lot of processed. I really wasn't eating that much salad, so I was eating a lot of processed meat, like the fake meats. And if you look at some of the fake meats, the soy meats and all of the meats, it's produced from the meat company. So the meat companies are doing all these soy patties and all this other stuff. So we have to really be honest with ourselves. The only way we are going to get through this is to walk in a sense of integrity and truth. And if we keep lying to ourselves that we're going to follow some celebrities are on the payroll. They're getting paid. They're taken care of. I mean, a lot of us that worship celebrity and put them on a pedestal, we are so far from who we are that we put them as gods. They're not gods. They have their own issues, but they know how to hide it, and they spend money making sure that you don't know where the bodies are buried as far as their stories. So for me, it's bigger than what Miss Cyrus, and she's a perfect example of how people follow other people as sheep. Anytime, everybody's doing it, the celebrity's doing it, we're going to do it. My fear is that with this situation, and it's fine because she has the right to live her life. But with that being said, it makes me weary. And even with the virus and the Rona and us wearing masks, and that we're starting to go into a new world order of thinking, of what is normal, that and the chip is coming and everybody's doing their thing, the chips, that we are just is serving ourselves up to be slaves. That we're just sheeple. We're not thinking, we're not asking pertinent questions, and we're so easily distracted from so-called fame, whatever that is. Why? Because somebody's making a lot of money, or you see them on TV, that they're like they're holier than thou, that they're not exempt from life experiences. We got to start thinking. Miss Cyrus has the right to make a decision, but at the same token, who are you? Are you following somebody else because you don't know who you are? You're not a critical thinker, that you're so busy following that you don't even have the capacity to critically think and say, okay, this situation is hers, but I am making a decision to do this. Where I'm speaking to an individual who has a brain that can actually use it, as opposed to putting it to sleep and just being a sheep and saying, well, I'm just going to follow the crowd. This is, and that's what it is for me with Molly Cyrus. Okay, she's doing a thing, but what are you doing? What are you doing? And as far as the omega-3, you can get omega-3 in flax seeds. Now, the with the fish, you get it in the DHA is from the fish, but the fish gets it from the plant. So when you eat the fish, you might as well just go direct to the direct source and get the sea plant, the plant. So when the fish eats the plant, that's where the DHL is converted when you eat the fish. But when you eat the ALA from the flaxseed, your body will convert it into traits of DHA. So you're going to get the same thing, but you're just getting it from the direct source. You're not killing something so you can kill it and consume it. So let's really be critical thinkers, and let's not follow other people. Okay, she's making a decision. I respect her decision. She has a right to. but just be consciously aware of why you're doing what you're doing, and just start to really use your brain. Use your brain and be honest. Like, okay, hey, I used to smoke marijuana when I was a kid and drink alcohol. Half of the times when I forget, it's because some of my brain, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, trying to be cool when I was a teenager, following the crowd, just doing what the crowd is doing. And it really didn't work for me. And a lot of people that I know are taking medication, 15 pills a day, and they're alcoholics and junkies now. A lot of them they're living in a one room. Some of them are just not functioning properly. Got a divorce. The wife got tired of it, left. The kids they're empty nesters. So I mean, I guess it's cute when you're younger because you don't see the repercussions until you get older, and then you start to see like, wow. But some of us are so die hard on just being a part of the matrix, the program, that we're just going to stay in it and just follow the crowd. Some of us pride ourselves on being a sheep, and if that's you, keep it real. That's who you are. But I am more than a sum of my parts. I'm making a conscious choice to heal. And yes, I know we have to die of something anyway, but I'm going to die going in that direction, knowing that I basically wanted to be free. I want to be free. I want to be free. I don't want to come back, if we have to come back, and have to keep repeating a cycle that's not working for me. Going out, hanging out, and eating toxic food and having toxic conversations and being in toxic relationships, it's not healthy for me and never was. And I was dying every day. I was depressed every day, and it basically increased my depression, and made me feel like even though I was around a lot of people in New York, I still felt lonely. So what I'm trying to say is, use your brain, ask questions, ask yourself, why are you consuming a plant-based consumption? For you, not for other people. Not for other people, for you. And just love yourself more. Love yourself to investigate and just have some integrity and some invest in you, and stand your ground. Find who you are and just stand your ground. Don't allow somebody to control your thoughts, because it's getting to a point right now where, people are just flowing with it. It's fine, and things are happening slowly. You can't see it, but you can feel that there's a shift, that there's something different. And I can feel it, and I know you can feel it. You can feel it when you walk down the street, you have to wear a mask. You can feel it when we can't contact and touch each other. We can't see each other smile. There's no touch. We're becoming so disconnected and separated. First is racism, sexism, homophobia, separation. Soon we're going to separate ourselves out of here. So, for all of you out there that feel you're on the right track, ask questions. Don't just accept what you see. And also stop following other people. Being compassionate in your choices of consumption, to make the world a better place for our children, the next generation, where they will have something to live for, or have something behind, where our children and grandchildren and children's children could have a planet Earth that's still intact, where we could touch each other and hug each other and have compassion for each other. So this is my spiel, and I wanted to share that because people are telling me about Molly Cyrus and her being vegan, and how am I being vegan, and am I missing in my omega-3s? I'm not missing no omega-3s. I can just tell you, like I told you, I was smoking weed when I was younger, and a lot of times when I do forget, I'm 54, I forget them things, or I have a lot on my mind. I didn't get no sleep last night. Sometimes I'm stressed from working. I got a lot on my plate sometimes, and things are going to happen, but I'm not going to blame it on the omega-3 that I'm having brain fog, or I'm having problems with my brain. No. It's a history of things. Things are not just as you see it. There's so many, the sum of the parts that make it whole. So that's my feeling. Please share how you feel, or whatever you feel, because this is a free room to talk. So till next time. think, ask questions, and be safe. Peace.